Hi everyone, I am Ally B. A lot of y'all know me as Ally B Cosplay. I am starting my YouTube channel, and this year, one of my New Year resolutions or goals was to start vlogging. So here it is, first episode. I want to first start off by saying that um, I'm starting to vlog for a big reason. And as you can tell, I probably don't look my best right now. And that's because I really am not. And I promise that my YouTube channel is not going to be all about this. I'm going to be uploading other content, like a couple of my streams. As y'all probably know, I've started streaming the past year. And as well as probably some cosplay content and probably just some daily corgi stuff. If y'all also see that I have a corgi cam right here with my two babies that are there, Tater Tot and Athena. So I'll probably have maybe some content regarding the corgis. But anyways, the main point of this YouTube channel is so my fans and of course just maybe I can relate with other people that are going through struggles in their life, especially regarding mental health. So, for my first vlog, um, this is going to be my I'm Not Okay vlog. And the reason I know that I'm not okay is because my mental health in the past year has really been an issue. And I hate, and it's gotten to the point where now it's really bad. And I'm realizing that it is. And today was day one of me seeking help. So you're probably gonna see a lot of me. My words are gonna probably be all over the place, but I'm hoping to get better. Um, Again, this is my first time also doing a vlog. I'm not used to talking to a camera, um, so it's a little weird for me. I'm sure within time I'll get used to it and eventually get the flow from it. But it also, I think it could be my anxiety. My anxiety has been really off the roof lately. I had an anxiety attack a couple months back, and that was one of the first anxiety attacks that I've ever had, and it was pretty scary. And I don't want to go through it again, but I've noticed that lately my anxiety has been up and down, up and down, up and down. Um, So today I did the first step to going to the doctor and letting them know what has been going on. In the past year, I went through a lot of dramatic stuff. Um, First of all, I lost my baby girl, my first fur baby. Um, those of y'all who know her, she was a German Shepherd. She was only 5 years old. And now I have these two baby corgis, which have been a great help on my mental health. They have kept me a little bit sane, which is great. Fur babies have always been something that I've always been passionate about, and I just always have to have fur babies. So other than the two corgis that I have, I do also have 5 cats. I'm a cat hoarder. So plus those fur babies have also kept me a little bit sane. Um, but I will say, guys, I'm not okay. Um, After losing my fur baby Diana, which is really hard for me to even try to talk about, and I think a lot of it is because I wasn't there when she passed, and I really wished I was. I guess because I really wanted to say, at least what I really wanted was her to at least see me before she passed. I wanted her to know that she wasn't alone. And I think that's one thing that haunts me a lot. And it anyways, I'm sure, sorry if you heard my stomach. I just finished eating, so my stomach's also, it's a little iffy right now. Um and I think a lot of it is just because I've been so, my emotions have been also been affecting me health wise as well too. So anyways, it started from there, from when my fur baby Diana passed. I kind of went downhill from there. Then I lost my job. Losing my job also hurt my self-esteem a lot. And then on top of that, a few family members, and what I mean by a few, it was like at least two, technically now three family members that unexpectedly have passed. And it was such at the some of my closest families that I really cared for, and with that, they were very unexpected too. So that took a lot of effect on my grief and mental health because of that. Um, and and then with on top of that, losing my job, and then my husband being the main financial support, we had to really cut down and budget ourselves a lot, which also caused us to not going out so much, not going to spending a lot of money in other places, or even, so it kept also me, it's kind of little sane in here being cooped up at home too. Athena. So so on top of that, it really affected my mental health. And yesterday was probably the worst. And that is because in November of last year, I had started a new job. And I thought that moment was the beginning of, I thought it was going to be the beginning of something, like the start of me getting better, pretty much. Because here I am, now I'm finally, working. I found the right people. It was the perfect environment, perfect workplace for me. I fitted in. I felt good. I loved the work that I was doing, and everything was kind of like falling in place. Everything was getting better. Also the holidays kind of kept me busy, so I guess it kind of drifted me away from all my mental health issue on that. Um, sorry, Athena is like wanting to just chat. She's like, she wants to take over the vlog. Anyways, so she so I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Athena. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, but yesterday was a very, very big one. I've never felt so alone, um so lost. And that's because I got fired yesterday from my job. And it was very unexpected and very shocking. And the reason why I say that is because I was doing such a good job. I mean, I did do a good job. I know I did a good job. And they let me go. And I think it was more like I kind of felt used. I will say that. And I know I could do this, unfair termination thing or whatever if I wanted to pursue something like that. But I just, because of my mental health, I feel like I don't have that energy for that. And I feel like that's just going to affect it more. But they let me go. It almost felt like they hired me just to get through the holidays or through all the like rush, busy time. And that's pretty much what it was. They didn't say it that way. When I first got hired, they didn't say it that way. They mentioned that it was a part-time position, but it wasn't. I technically was there full time, but I guess because they needed me during that time, I don't know. Anyways, whatever. They laid me off, and I was shocked because one, I've never been fired like that, or not like, I guess never let go. I have been fired, but for like super smaller things that made sense back. This one just didn't make sense for me. Anyways, with that being said, I didn't take it so well. Because I was in shock afterwards, everything just came down. Like my self-esteem, the past year, everything that I guess that I had distracted myself so much, after starting the new job and everything. I guess I kind of like wasn't really thinking about everything that I went through. That I guess after like that, when I got fired, my whole world just turned upside down and everything hit me at once. Depression, my anxiety went off the roof. I To the point now that it's hard for me to even talk about it because I'm just so lost, and I still feel lost. I feel really, really lost. Like I know I'm not myself. And um because of that, and I also I've ne- I, I've never been I've never thought about, I don't even know how, okay. Again, guys, I'm sorry if I'm stumbling in my words. I know that this is so draggy and stuff like that. It is hard. Again, mental health is something that we need to be talking about, and I'm trying to commit to that. I'm trying to kind of prove myself that it is very important to talk about it. But it is hard. It is definitely hard. I guess it's hard to admit when you know that you're not okay. And that's why I want to do these vlogs. That's the other reason why I want to do this, is because I want to be able to look back if I have to question myself, or I have to, ask myself, what did I do this for? Why am I doing this again? Or what was the whole point? So this is the reason why I'm doing the vlog. I'm not okay. I am seeking help. Today was the first day, step one of me seeking help by going to the doctor, and informing them what's been going on. I also want to make sure that it's not just something maybe just like hormonal, because, I'm at that age where maybe my hormones have changed and maybe I just need to um, get a checkup and figure out what's going on, if anything has really changed on that aspect. So they did draw blood. Sorry, we can't see it, but anyways, they drew blood today. They're gonna run a couple tests, and check my hormone balance, along with my thyroid and all of that. Um, and they also are going to schedule, because they recommended me to, if I wanted to start on medication. I'm also very scared when it comes down to medication, and I've heard a lot of side effects on when it comes to like antidepressants or anxiety pills and stuff like that. I've heard, the side effects on them, that it can be pretty, you know, um, dramatic, or, that kind of stuff. But I've also heard that they do help at times. So, um, the doctor recommended me to see a psychiatrist. Of course, someone to talk to, someone that I can actually really maybe open up to and feel comfortable with, because it's been hard for me to really speak out about it. I could barely even talk to my husband about it. I think the only person that I've actually felt really comfortable in opening up to, and even gone deep with, is mother-in-law. Um and that's it. And even my mom, I hadn't told her about my episodes, She knew I had a panic attack a couple months back, but I haven't told her that I still have those, like a depression and all of this, until yesterday. And today I actually informed her about it. And um, I'm also trying, I also don't get along with my mom very well. And we're still patching up a rough patch that we kind of hit across last year, which is another thing that also kind of went on top of my depression on that. Um, so me and my mom didn't talk for a couple months, and we just recently started talking back again during the holidays, of course. So at the same time, I'm trying also to keep a good balance between me and my mom because I don't want things in to interfere again. So I'm easing that part in very slowly. I'm taking that slow. And so anyways, um I am seeking help. And so pretty sometime either this week or next week I should be getting a phone call to schedule an appointment with my psychologist. The doctor did prescribe me some anti anxiety pills um to help with my anxiety because I do shake a lot. I bite my nails a lot. I I have anxiety. I know that. I always have had anxiety. And so she did prescribe me some medication for that. And of course, she did tell me to just take them if I feel like I need them. So I'm going to really take that slow as well. In the meantime, I'm going to try and keep occupied, focus on maybe some of my hobbies, which will probably be streaming, um, playing, interacting with my babies. I wanna I wanna take a couple walks. I did start reading. I haven't read in the longest time, and I finally picked up a manga back up. I started reading a manga. I want to start reading a couple more books. I'm gonna be listening to some Linkin Park because if y'all don't know this already, of my Linkin Park tattoo that I have on my wrist. So this isn't my first rodeo with mental depression, um, or mental health, because back in middle school, even though, yeah, that was like a young phase of me, I went through a really dark time back then to where I was suicidal. Um, but I was more like stupid suicidal. I think I was wanting it more for the attention back then because I wasn't getting enough attention by my mom, by family, by I wasn't getting the support that I wanted, I guess, in school. I also couldn't be myself, which was a lot of thing that my mom kind of hold me back from because she wanted to raise me in a certain way. So I kind of rebelled by being that rebellious and emo girl back then. So I almost took my life one time. And that's the reason why I have this tattoo on my wrist, which is actually from Linkin Park. That is called Numb, from the lyrics of their song called. And the reason why I have that is because Linkin Park was a big part of my that time that kind of helped me get out of that darkness. It was the music I listened to all the time, and something that I kind of related to, and something that I just was like that I loved so much back then, and it kind of helped me get out of it. And then when Chester, from the main singer of Linkin Park, committed suicide, that kind of really like opened my eyes a lot on about mental health and how important it is. And it's something that I know I've struggled with back and forth, but it never has gotten this bad to where now I know that I actually need to get some help. So that's why I'm doing these, guys. That's why this is vlog one of my process. I'm going to be vlogging my progress, and I'm hoping that with your all support, with by me doing this, that it helps me kind of validate that mental health is something that we all need to talk about, and it is important. And it's everybody goes through it. Honestly, everybody goes through some kind of section of mental health, and some it affects people so many ways, so many different ways that we don't sometimes we don't even understand, to where the point where you feel lost and you don't even know how to really talk about it, or you just don't know if how to justify it, anything. So I hope I my goal out of these vlogs, out of this process, is for hopefully to inspire other people that are going through some struggles too, like this, to come out and talk about it and not feel scared to do so, even though it is nerve wracking. But I hope it helps, by maybe I inspire people to feel a little bit related to. I don't know. At this point, I'm kind of just I I I don't know what more. I don't know what other option I can really do. But I just feel like, by me, it's for me, it's almost like a journal. It's gonna be like a journal for me. But I just never been a writer. I've never been a journal person to write things down. So that's why I guess I said I do a lot of things in front of the camera already, so might as well do a vlog. And hopefully it actually wakes me up to where I can see my progress, and hopefully I improve. That's my goal. I mean, that's what I want. It's just hard right now to really think positive, with how lost I feel. So, anyways, I don't want to make this any much longer. I love you guys. Please don't worry either too much. I know this can be worrisome, but I want you to know that I am going to be trying the hardest. That's why you're seeing me as raw as possible. I do have a little bit of makeup on because I don't want to scare y'all that much. But this is me. This is the real Ally B. Take care, and I hope that if you're going through some of the same struggles, or you also have a mental health, something that you can relate to this, I hope that you also get through this, and I hope this gives a little bit of strength, and I hope you don't feel alone, even though I know I feel alone right now, and I know that there's so many emotions, and there's so much more that we struggle with. But I know I know I can get out of this, so that's why I'm doing this. I hope y'all can help support on this. Don't worry, I promise that there's still gonna be some positivity of videos on here. I'm gonna be this YouTube channel is not just gonna be about my process on my mental health, but it's also gonna be about my content that I already create, which is of course my cosplays, and of course the streamings that I do. So I hope you can join me in this journey. This is something that I've been wanting to do, something new this year that I want to start. So yeah, I love y'all. Y'all take care.